Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Super Smash Bros. For Smash Hype. Today we're going to be using Yoshi. Yoshi is a very, very interesting character. Yoshi, I feel like, is one of those characters that was added just due to the fact of how popular he is. I know that might seem kind of like a bad thing to say, but I don't know, it's hard to say because I feel like his moveset, at least in the first few games, wasn't really made for fighting. He has his usual eat enemies, make him into egg moves, he has his hip drop. But aside from that, I mean, it's a very, very basic fighter, and I guess that could be what they're going for. He is a very basic fighter that depends on, like, throwing moves and pester moves. I don't think Yoshi's a bad character necessarily, and I think he should be in Smash just because of his popularity and how big of a character he is. Plus, he does have his own series in Smash Bros. Or in Nintendo franchises as well, the Yoshi Island / Story series. So, you know, I do think he should be in Smash. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be. Also, he looks very, very angry in that picture. He's like, "Get out of my house! This is my house." But, yeah, I think he is a good character. Just he's not much of a fighter. I think they've definitely made him a better fighter as the games have continued. Plus, I think having the side special moves have also helped Yoshi out, because in this game, his special moves, aside from the hip drop, they didn't really connect very well. His neutral special, which is this, I mean, that's more of a mind game for human players, not computer players. Haha. I seem to be doing pretty well with him, though. Although this is only the second battle, so how I'm going to do with him the rest of this playthrough remains to be seen. So I guess for this video, I want to talk about the stages. I want to talk about some of the Smash Bros. Stages, because that's another big thing in the world of Smash, the stages that you get to play on. Back in the old days, they were very basic, like we've seen throughout this game, just like one giant platform, a few side platforms, and then with, you know, references to that particular series in the background. But over time, they've really gone above and beyond with the stages in this game. And I think one of the biggest examples of that is Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where, you know, the background changes constantly and the makeup of the stage changes constantly as you travel around the world around you, which is honestly cool. I like when they make stages like that because they do look really, really awesome. But even the simple stages, like this stage, for example, I mean, it's very simple. You're just fighting on the R-Wing. In the background is Sector Z from Star Fox 64. But, you know, you get that feeling that you're in a Star Fox level. And this was the level where you had to defend the Great Fox from missiles, so, you know, it is cool. It makes you feel like you're actually in that game at the same time, playing a game where you're trying to beat the crap out of other Nintendo characters in the meantime. So I'll very quickly go over all the stages I've already played and talk about how I like them. And, you know, whenever we get to each stage in this playthrough, I'll talk about them as well. I really like the Hyrule Castle stage. I wish it would come back in a future Smash Bros. Game as kind of a retro course, because it was a very classic stage. I mean, it looks like it could have been any castle, but I mean, you know, it's freaking Hyrule Castle just because of the music in the background and stuff like that. I mean, I do think it's a great stage. Very, very simple, but still really fun to play on, and I wish that's a stage that they would bring back in other games. Let's see, second stage was the Yoshi Story, Yoshi Island stage, whatever you want to call it. That stage, I do think, is a little problematic, especially in Super Smash Bros. Melee, where they make the clouds a very big part of the stage. I didn't really like the way they did that, because in that stage, and I think it's in this stage too, although I don't really know because we haven't really been there or used it very much, but to the sides of that stage you can actually walk on the clouds, And I don't know, I think that made the stage a little less fun, in my opinion. Can I get that somehow? Can I just throw an egg up and let it crash, or... Okay, yeah, I can do this. There we go. But, in this stage, I think it's a good, solid stage, at least when you use it the way it's supposed to be, just in that normal stage area. It can be a lot of fun. I do love the Great Fox stage. I feel like it's the best iteration of the Great Fox stages we've seen throughout the Smash Bros. Series. Because I feel like it's the longest stage. It's, like, not too small. I feel like the Melee version of Corneria, which is the Great Fox stage in that game, I feel like that stage is just really, really small. And in this game, it's actually a lot larger. This is actually the first stage I actually hate from the original Smash Brothers. I don't really think it says Mario. I mean, you see, obviously, the Princess Peach's castle in the background. But the foreground, I mean, this could easily just be any other game, I think. I don't know, I just really wasn't that impressed with this stage. Okay. There we go. I think the Mario stages definitely got better throughout the years in Smash Bros. Also, Luigi frickin' super jump punched me. He critical hitted me. That jerk. Here, have Beedrill, Mario. Have Beedrill for your brother's indiscretions. Also, I'm glad I got that Yoshi target stage in one try. When I was younger, that was actually the last target stage I completed. Okay, Saffron City, this stage. I really, really love this stage. I wish this stage would come back. I mean, it doesn't really say Pokemon too much, aside from the Pokemon that come out of the little door there. But, you know, keep in mind, we're at the top of Saffron City and the Silph Co. and all of that stuff. And that really, I think, says a lot, because the Silph Co. was a very big part of the original Pokemon games. It was the main headquarters for Team Rocket, and you spent probably the most time out of any of the areas in the game in Silph Co. But I don't know, this is just a really classic stage that I love playing, and I wish they would bring it back to some extent. Ha! Take that, Yoshi. Pikachu. Almost said Yoshi, I'm like, oh wait, I'm Yoshi. Okay, next we have this stage. They brought this stage back in Super Smash Bros. Melee. I don't know. I think there are better DK stages in the game. In the games, rather. Although when you think about it, they don't really do the DK stages a lot of justice. I don't know, I could nitpick and say there's something wrong with each Donkey Kong stage they've included. I mean, I guess you could technically do that for all the stages in the Smash Brothers universe and stuff like that, but I don't know, I just don't like the way this stage is formed, although I guess this could be the best DK stage now that I really, really think about it. It's the one that really, it does say Donkey Kong a lot. I mean, it has the barrel that you use to blast back up if you fall underneath the stage. It's got kind of that forest atmosphere, and background, which is really, really nice. Egg KO! I got you with an egg. Take that, Donkey Kong. Okay, aboard the platforms. Actually a little nervous about this one, because I don't really remember the stage. Okay, I kind of remember it now. It does make me worry, though, about what we have in the future parts of this level. Oh god, this thing. Oh, dang it! I didn't realize that those platforms actually pushed you down. That's kind of a pain. On the other hand, though, I think I do know how to do this stage now, so I think I could probably do it on my next attempt. Also, I think we're going to have the SlimKirby in this battle. Which, hey, I like that. SlimKirby's pretty cool. Okay, I want to do this. I want to see if I can get the Kirby team bonus. Kirby ranks, that's what it's called. Get down here. Ouch. Well, I got killed along with it. This might be the first game where I have to use a continue. I know next time I am going to be doing the hard mode. Oh, no, I'm not going to get Kirby ranks. I'm not going to get it because they frickin' committed suicide, the Pikachu Kirby. Oh, god dang it. But yeah, next time I am going to use the hard mode. Because Kirby, which is the next character I'm using, is probably one of my favorites. As for the stage, I really do like this stage. I'm glad they brought this back in Melee. Very basic stage, doesn't really have a lot going for it, but it does say Kirby. It definitely says Kirby. Especially with the wispy woods and the very colorful Kirby music that's going on. Just a really fun stage to play. Here we have, I believe this is, I almost said Corneria. I think it's Criteria from Super Metroid. I mean, I'm glad that they reduced this stage in Melee when they made Brinstar. I feel like Brinstar is a much better level than what this stage is. But this stage has its own merits, I guess. Again, I just really like what they did with Brinstar a little better. I feel like it's more fun. More fun and not more condensed, but condensed in a very good way. Goldane, really? I don't want to have Goldane. Sea King would be alright, but not Goldane. Yoshi, you're kind of off the screen there. Star finish, alright. That's probably the easiest stage to get a star finish on, just jump in the acid. Just jump in the acid when you're done. Okay, next we have Metal Mario. Come here. Come down. I have a feeling he's actually going to be kind of difficult to fight. So we'll just try to use some basic kick attacks. And ram attacks. Oh god. Don't you do that to me, Metal Mario. Nintendo let you into Mario Kart 8. And this is how you repay them. It was actually in Mario Kart 7 as well. And Mario Golf for the N64, which was a very weird addition. But apparently being metal actually makes you a pretty good golfer. So you could drive the farthest out of any character. Okay. Kick, kick, kick. Shell! And he's still alive. Not anymore. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, God. Come here. Come here. You're gonna die. Not yet? Fine, then. Fine! Okay, apparently he doesn't want to die. I forgot when he had that frickin' option. Because that's not his option. It's my option. And I say he dies. Okay, race to the finish. I didn't say anything about that stage because that's not really a stage worth mentioning. You can only play it when you're against Metal Mario, so it's like, hey, whatever. Big deal. The same goes for the rest of the stages. The next stages are where you get Battlefield and Final Destination, the stages you know from the more modern games. Basically, they're variations of them. That metal stage, I mean, that stage is pretty much gone. Sakurai forgot about their existence completely. Or at least that stage, anyway. So here's the very first iteration of Battlefield. Pretty cool, though. It's a decent stage. We actually got to see the Battlefield stage from the next version of Smash in that Smash tournament they had at E3. Okay, get down there, get down there. There's a red shell down there with your name on it. Yoshi! Don't die! Please! Come on, stop it. Ah. I'd like to not die on this fight. This is one of the more annoying stages to die at because it's so close to the end. And there's so many frickin' polygons you have to fight. Goldine! Goldine, you suck. Oh gosh. Well, I'm more than halfway there, if that means anything. I think I'm dead. No! Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'll continue. Lose half of my score, but whatever. Darth Yoshi is here! And he is grabbing that life before he dies. God, this team is actually really hard with Yoshi. But I think we'll definitely do it. I don't think I'll die anymore, especially with this heart. And Charizard. That works. Hey, Charizard, you're actually a playable character now. By yourself. No Pokemon trainer and anything. Okay, there we go. Now I have the frickin' hand. The hand of evil. And here's the final destination stage. It's so finally in destination-y. Whatever that means. Let's see how this works. That's actually a very broken attack in boss battles in future games. Seems to do a lot of damage here, too. And this does do a lot of damage. Boom. And there we go. That was actually a very quick finish. That's probably the fastest battle I've done in this entire set. With Yoshi, I mean. I don't care if it was a cheap shot, it worked. Honestly, you should get bonus points for cheap shot because it shows that, hey, I can actually fight. And I can actually trick them and they can keep getting fooled by cheap shots. I mean, seriously. Who gets fooled by a cheap shot? Also, ow, that's gotta hurt. But, Yoshi story, I get it. Well, before I leave, once again, I have to go back here and do this stage. Why are these stages so hard? They're giving me so much trouble. Okay, now I have to do this one. This one shouldn't be too hard, I hope. Got the beginning part done already. And jump down here, grab that one, jump over here, jump back this way. Okay, this part's going to be kind of tricky though. There we go. Okay, well that takes care of that, which means Smash Hype discussion topic for the day. Since we talked about courses in this one, what are your favorite courses from all the Super Smash Bros. Games? You can name one from each, you can name a few from each. If you just want to name your all-time favorite, go ahead. Just talk about your favorite courses. My favorite courses from this game, I love the Pokemon stage and the Kirby stage. I think they're both really good stages. From the Melee version of Super Smash Bros., I really like Peach's Castle for some reason. I also love the classic Mario stages, Mushroom Kingdom 1 and 2. I really like those odes to those old stages and stuff like that. As for other stages I like in that game, I also like the Mute City, the F-Zero track from that game as well. It was a lot of fun, and it really just got you pumped up to frickin' play some Smash Brothers, I guess you could say. I also love the Fountain of Dreams. I thought it was also a really cool stage, and just for fun, I also like the Poke Float stage as well. And from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I really love the Halberd stage, Meta Knight's Halberd. Love Isle Delfino, some great music tracks you can play on that one as well. And I also thought the Sonic stage was pretty cool. It's very small and short, but it's really cool to play Smash Brothers on a Sonic stage. I think that was just like really, really, really awesome. So yeah, those are some of my favorite stages. Let me know what some of your favorite stages are from all of the games, and I will see you guys next time. Later, folks.